Hello everyone, welcome back. In this class, as I said, we are going to learn simple queries in MySQL. We know that database is a collection of data and the data are collected in the form of tables. If we are having a database, then we may collect the data into different tables. For example, I have a database called school. In that there are three tables. One is students where all the details of students are entered, and then other one is teachers where all the teachers details are entered, and then staff where all the staff details are entered. Similar way, there may be many databases. Some industry having different tables called workers, expenses, products and sales. A sales is a database again where customers, representative and the product is there. Another example here, India, where details of states, details of districts, ministers and citizens are stored in the form of tables or relations. How do we access these details? Let us see. Before moving into that, I wanted to tell you one thing. The queries made in the MySQL is not case sensitive. That means the queries typed in the small letters or in the capital letters, both are considered as same. After getting into MySQL, to know what are all the databases available in the database, that is list out the database, we can have a query show databases. Remember here, any query we are giving, it will be ending with the semicolon, and then after writing that we need to press enter key so that it get executed. Now show databases will list out all the database names, that is just it will say school, ABC industry, sales, India, all this, if these are all available. Next, if we want to get inside the database, I already told you, to access the data from a table, first we need to get inside the database. To access the database, we will be using use the database name. Here I have put the database name inside the angle bracket to indicate whatever is given inside the angle bracket to be changed as needed. For example, if I want to get inside the database called school, I will be giving use school and then semicolon. In case I need India database to get in, I will be giving use India semicolon. If I want to use sales database, I will be using use sales and semicolon. Similar way, ABC industry also can be used. Remember here we cannot have the database name with any space. That means it should be a single word. So now how do we check the tables in the database? Once we get inside the database, that is when we are accessing the particular database, to list out the tables available in the database, we will be giving show tables and then semicolon. So for example, if we are inside the database called India, then we are giving show tables. It will be listing out state, district, ministers, citizens, only the name of the tables. To display entire table, for example, a state table is there. These are the details. If we want to get all the details of this table, we can give select star from and the table name. For example, here we will give select star from state and then semicolon, then we will be giving enter. So it will show or display all the records, all the details of that particular table. The star says all the from the table name whichever is mentioned where. In case we don't want to get all the columns from the table but only selected columns, we can give select first column name, comma, second column name, comma, third column name and so on. How much ever the columns, that much column we can mention, the name of the column to be mentioned, and then we will give from and the table name, whichever the table is, then semicolon enter. This will display only specified columns and all the records with these columns. If we want to understand the structure of the table, that means the properties of each column. For example, data type, whether it can be null, a primary key mentioned or not, all these. For that purpose, we can give describe and then table name. We can also use first 4 letters of describe, that's DESC, and the table name to view the structure of the table. Let us learn all these queries by executing these now. Let me open MySQL command line client. I will maximize this, zoom little bit. I give my password. this get opened. This is the prompt which we are having for MySQL. So just I wanted to check what are the databases available on my computer. So I will be giving show databases and then semicolon, enter. So these are the databases available on my computer. It showed India is a database. So if I want to use the India database, what I will be doing, use space India and then semicolon, enter. So database changed, that means we are now inside the database called India. Now I don't know what are all the tables available there, means if I want to check the tables, I know I created only one table here for teaching you all. Let me check, show tables. So all the tables inside India database only will be shown. So as I said, state is the table here. Even this will be viewed as a table. Even one attribute is here. For that, the column name tables in India it has shown here. These are all only views. These are all not permanent. Now if I want to see all the records in state table, select. Remember, select to display anything. Any query you will be giving select before it. All the details. So star, then from the table name. The table name is state. I can see all the details of state. State underscore UT, district, zone, language, capital, area. These are the columns which I have. Let me recall here the degree and the cardinality. Degree of the table is 6 here, as there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 columns. The cardinality here is 5 rows. So that is the cardinality. Okay. Now if we want to get only selected columns, for example, I need state, district and area or capital of it. What I shall do, select the column names, that is state underscore UT, comma, district, DISTRICTS. See, I already told it is not case sensitive, so I have given small letter, still it will be accepting it. And then I need a capital, CAPIL. All these columns from which table? So you should remember it, from state, then semicolon. I can see only the 3 columns which I mentioned with all the rows. You can see here how long it took to execute. It took just no moment. So if I want to know the structure of the table, I will be giving describe table name, right, state. I can see the field names here. These are the field names available. The type of this field. So state UT varchar type, it is 25 characters it can accept. Whether it can be null or not, yes, all the columns can be null. No key is defined here in this table, and then default is null. So that means anything if you want to put as a default value, that also can be given. Any other mention is not there. If I want to go to any other database, there is a database called World that will be defaultly installed when you are installing MySQL. Let us change it to World, use keyword space and then World. You can see database change. Let me see what are all the tables available there. Show tables. There are 3 tables available, city, country and country language. If I want to get structure of the city table, describe or DESC city. So it will show the structure of the table. You can see ID, name, country code, district, population, all these are the fields. The type of this, ID is integer, name is character 35, country code is character 3, district is character 20 and population is integer. Null, nothing can be null. Then ID is a primary key. Any default value, population is given as 0 there. Extra is given ID as auto increment. If I want to check what are all the records available, select all the details. I can give select star from city. So there are plenty of records in this table. This we can use for learning purpose. There are 4079 records available. To come out of this MySQL, we can type exit and enter. Hope the concept was clear.
Keep watching this channel, keep practicing and keep learning. Thank you.